Merhaba arkadaşlar, DreamTime kanalından hepinize selamlar. Bugün örümcek evreninde Peter Parker ile kalan mücadelemize kaldığımız yerden devam edeceğiz. Şimdiden hepinize iyi seyirler dilerim. Umarım güzel, keyifli bir video olur bu da diğer videolar gibi. Bakalım, New York sokakları Peter Parker'ı, örümcek adamı seviyordu.
Looks like I got some free time. Maybe now's a good time to look into that mask. Oh, it's MJ.
Şundan bir gidelim bakalım.
Hey, MJ. You're up late.
Just catching up on the news. Looks like you had quite an adventure with Shocker tonight.
Yeah, he was unusually combative. Anyway, thanks again for dinner. What do I owe you?
How about a favor? Still have that mask from the gallery?
Yeah, I'm actually on my way to the Feast Center now to ask Martin Lee about it.
Martin Lee? Why?
He has a degree in art history. If anyone knows... Almost morning. Mr. Lee will be here soon. I could use a snack. Mr. Lee's usually in his office now.
Geldik yine buraya.
Think of what you want.
Çıkalım bakalım.
Peter, what can I do for you?
Sorry to bother you, Mr. Lee. I have a friend, Mary Jane. She's a reporter. She's doing a story on art imports, and she found this piece. Well, she wanted an expert opinion on it, and I know you have a degree.
And this might be the first time I actually get to use it. Let's see what you have. Interesting.
Let's get.
Where'd she find it?
I'm really not sure. Why, what is it?
A replica of an antique Chinese opera mask. I haven't seen one in years. This symbol here roughly translates to demon.
Maskenin içinde sembol.
My father read me ghost stories with that mask and symbol in it when I was young. Scared the hell out of me. Peter, listen. That mask, it could be connected to dangerous people. Mary Jane might want to find a different story.
Do you think she's in trouble?
I don't know. Why take the risk?
Hey,
The symbol inside the mask means demon. It really spooked Mr. Lee. Never seen him like that. He even said you should drop the story.
fat chance. Do you think Mr. Lee knows more than he's letting on?
No, I think he just had a weird flashback or something. I know his childhood was pretty traumatic.
Yeah, that makes sense. Demons, huh? Catchy name. Okay, gotta get writing. See you soon.
Well, that went about as well as I could have hoped.
I could patch these shoes. They'll last a while.
Alın bakalım.
Got some time to kill before Doc needs me at the lab. Let's do a little Spidey workout in the city.
Attention local units. A break-in is reportedly in progress. Reported location is Kips Bay. Over.
Peki biz şunu yapamaz mıyız?
Peter, Mr. Lee spoke to me. He seemed worried. Are you into something dangerous?
Oh, it's just a story Mary Jane's investigating. Don't worry, I'll make sure she's careful.
Please tell me you two are back together.
We're talking again. Baby steps. I hope I didn't upset Mr. Lee.
He's just concerned.
Anlam beyler.
I was actually touched
Bayanlar.
by how concerned. I knew he liked you. He admires how dedicated you are to helping others. I think you remind him of himself when he was younger. Both orphans, both so smart.
Well, the admiration's mutual. You've got a good boss, man.
I'll tell him you said so. Love you, Peter.
Hello?
Peter, it's Dr. Octavius.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Lance Corporal Texador is here for a fitting.
I totally forgot. I didn't forget. I just, I'll be there soon.
Hayır lan.
His tardiness is starting to become a pattern. Come on, Parker. You're better than this.
He's right.
Tamam.
How did I lose track of time?
Manzaramız güzel ama yok. Tamam, şurayı bir halledelim bakalım. Şurada nerede lan onlar?
Sorry, I'm usually web swinging. Gentlemen, afraid I've got to ask you to leave the store.
Gel lan buraya.
Gotta be a special kind of crazy to rob a storefront in the city Spider-Man protects.
Tamamdır.
Did I hurt you guys? Good news. The police are coming to protect you.
Bayağı yukarı çıktı.
Attention all units, there's a vehicle pursuit in progress. Need immediate response at Union Square.
Gidiyoruz. Geldik az kaldı. Geldik. Ha. Buradan gireceğiz. Doktorun yeri.
How does it work?
just like a natural arm. You think of what you want it to do, and...
Yes.
Güzel.
Hey, hey, what do you think you're doing?
This site's been declared a safety hazard.
Stop that right now! This is highly sensitive equipment. That's it. I'm calling the mayor's office directly.
Peter Parker, how the hell are you?
Speak of the devil.
Mr. Osborn.
Oh, please. How long have we known each other? It's Mr. Mayor. It's Norman. Norman!
Norman, what do you think you're doing?
The grant agreement you signed has strict safety provisions. This isn't your first violation.
Those were excused.
By me. We should have confiscated this equipment long ago.
But I've had a breakthrough.
Thank you for your great service to our country. These folks will escort you to Oscorp Robotics, where you'll receive the latest in prosthetics. No charge.
This isn't about safety infractions, is it?
I'm trying to help you, Otto. You're free to continue your work in a secure environment.
At Oscorp.
You always were the smartest guy in the room.
You haven't changed a bit.
Oğlum ne var ne
Neither
yok
of you.
götürdüler lan.
Hey, Peter. Harry will be coming back from Europe early next year. Maybe the two of you can start that business you always talked about. This is opportunity knocking.
Easy. They didn't take everything. Maybe we could start over.
Peter. There's no we. Without the grant from the city, I can no longer pay you. I need some time to think. If I were you, I'd look for a new job.
Wish I could do something to help Doc. Maybe call Harry. Ask him to talk to his dad. No. Norman never listens to Harry. He even tried to kill funding for his research stations. Hey, one of those stations is nearby.
Benim bakalım.
Should see how they're doing while Harry's in Europe.
Neler yapabiliriz?
Must be some way to help Doc. I'll think of something. Harry left me a message about these before he left for you.
Pete, hey, I need a favor.
Harry
My mom's
Osborn.
pet project was research stations that could benefit the public. Now, I launched them, but now that I'm away, Oscorp's gonna shut them down unless they prove their value. I was hoping you could watch them. I left details in each one. Thanks, man. As long as they're here, it's like a part of my mom is, too.
Well, it's not gonna pay the bills, but it sounds like it means a lot to him. I'll do what I can to help.
Gördüğümüz karakterler. Ulan bir kostüm olayı vardı da neredeydi o kostüm? Karakterler değil. Bunlar değil. Misyon, skin. Yapacak bir şey de yok. Tamam ya. Neyse.
I've got a couple stations measuring air pollution. The idea is to catch the, what's the word, contaminants before they reach toxic levels. Between you and me, I think Oscorp wants this to fail because it might show they're polluting.
The amount of polycyclic hydrocarbons in the air is way too high. And rising. If it keeps getting worse, people could die. The particles are concentrating in trouble spots, like mini clouds of smog. I'll swing through them and get samples, then trace them to the source.
Spider-Man in the flesh.
Pardon me.
Abi. Açılacak. 13 level, 11 level, 9 level daha var. Yerine gidelim bakalım. Gerçi bunların hepsi şey olarak aynı.
Nasty as they are, I gotta swing right through those clouds. For these clouds to be visible to the naked eye, the level of toxins must be up there. And gotcha! Good stuff. Well, good samples of bad stuff anyway. Got it.
Kaldı 3 tane.
breathing from a tailpipe. I must be freaking these people out. What else is new? Huh. The toxin's coming from 2 types of cars, and a faulty smokestack. I better get photos. Great light on that one.
Short to be Spidey.
My bad. Perfect.
Tamam.
Hey, strike a pose. Good work.
Best smokestack picture I ever took. The Department of Environmental Protection will take it from here. Maybe I should make a green spider costume for Earth Day. Well, Harry's station just stopped a public health crisis. Oscorp's gonna have a hard time arguing it's not useful.
Spider-Man, Shocker has escaped, and now he's robbing a bank on East 31st.
What happened? I thought he was behind bars.
He was, but one of the guards just walked up to his cell and released him, then gave him his suit back.
I knew Shocker was working for someone. What did you get out of the guard?
Wish I could ask him, but he's dead. Whoever made him release Shocker didn't want any loose ends.
Damn.
Looking at the security footage, the guard was in some kind of trance. And it might have been the lighting, but it looked like his eyes were glowing.
Well, that's creepy. Okay, I'll see what I can get out of Shocker when I get to the bank.
Reports of armed suspects mugging civilians. Incident is active near Longacre. Over.
Şunu bir yapalım bakalım.
Out. Got an 1165.
Yaptık, tamam. Manzara çok güzel ya. Ay ay ay. Şimdi sanki bir mevzu vardı. Heh.
Established a power base in the vacuum left by Fisk.
A vacuum I created by putting Fisk away. Listen was right. Demons are my fault.
What are we supposed to do? Let Fisk keep godfathering? Are you okay? You sound even mopier than usual.
I think I might have just lost my job. The city, Norman actually, pulled our funding.
Oh, Pete. I'm sorry. If Harry were here, he could talk some sense into his dad. You'll find another source. Your work's too important.
Thanks, MP. Talk to you soon. A bullet from the cops back when they thought I was working with Electro. Good thing textbooks are thick. Too bad they're also expensive.
Tamam. Ne çok mu uzağız? Şuradayız.
I can't let him hurt that victim anymore. Try and guess how I feel about bullets. Live by the beatdown, die by the beatdown.
Burayı da şeyle kurtardık. Şurayı da bir açalım. Polis ekibine.
Hey, we don't need you here right now, right?
Oldu. Tamam. Güzel güzel. Yapıyoruz bunları. Nereden ötüyorum lan? Hop, gel bakayım buraya.
The jammer I whipped up to jam Vulture's wings. Too bad he improved them after that.
Güzel. Tam bu da tamam. Neredesin lan, buradasın.
With this vial of the lizard's blood, I was able to mix up a cure and turn him back into Dr. Connors. Too bad it didn't last.
Tamam. Biliyoruz, tamam.
Hey, an old-fashioned B&E. Gotta love the classics. Wow, you all forgot your keys?
Smash your head in! I'm gonna put you in the ground! I'm not gonna go out like that! What's wrong with you guys? Hang out! You're going down!
Hop.
I can't reach you! Take that, weapon!
Eyvallah.
So, you're all going to jail, where I bet you'll be as good at breaking out as you were at breaking in.
Quit swinging around!
Oğlum şimdi geçtim buradan. Lan dur.
Hope you got shot.
I better be more careful with my adoring public.
Ne oldu oğlum? Yakıştım sana şimdi. Göreve gideceğiz, evet göreve gideceğiz ama
All units 1030. Armed robbery in progress. Officers, please converge on Longacre.
oğlum düşüyorduk lan.
And now for listener emails. May from Queen writes, "You're so full of anger and I wish you'd get help managing it. It's terrible for your health." Now I know she speaks from a place of concern, but this is a common misconception that I have to correct. I'm not full of anger.
Örümcek adam
I'm
düşmanı
full of
konuşuyor.
love. I call out injustice, corruption,
Çok konuşma ya. Burada bir bölüm sonu diyelim arkadaşlar.
and crimes against
Şöyle güzel
humanity
bir
because I
manzarayla
adore
bir
this
bölüm
city.
sonu
And
diyelim.
I want it to be
Umarım
better.
güzel,
What you
keyifli
hear in my
bir
voice
video olmuştur bu. İzlerken keyif alırsınız. Zizi çok bağırıyorsun ya. Küçük bir ricamızı hatırlatmamız var. Kanalımıza abone olmayı, içeriklerimizi beğenmeyi ve içeriklerimizin altına yorum yapmayı unutmayın arkadaşlar. Desteğinize ihtiyacımız var. Bir sonraki videoya kadar görüşmek dileğiyle. Şimdilik hepiniz hoşça kalın.